Hi, my name is Jeff. I'm a wizard. Welcome to my channel. I want to do another pick a card reading. The topic will be: what do you need to let go of? What needs to die? What is transforming? I guess something like that. But the subject I got was: what do you need to let go of? I got the Six of Swords card, so that will be the subject. Choose one of these four piles. I combined a lot of decks together. I'll just put the names of the decks in the description box, or you can just ask me what the cards were if you are interested in the comments. Choose one of these four piles and then go to the timestamps in the description box, in the comment section, click on the blue link, and then I will see you there. Now, before I get started, I'm gonna share also a link for a small video from this channel called Spiritsong. They have nice videos, and I saw this one short video about the breath of life, which is this small exercise you can do, and it's really neat. And I think it's a small meditation exercise that's just easy to do. They explain it really well. I just thought I'd share it. Like, here it is. Click on it if you want, or just go to the reading, and then I'll see you there. Okie dokie. Bye. And hello, group one. Okay, that was the intro. Intro's always weird. We're there. Okay, drinking coffee from the oldest mug that I have, from the 101 Dalmatians. I think I got it at McDonald's or something like that. Way back. Way back. Okay, let's look at all these cards. These are a lot of cards. I'm just gonna put them all open like this. What's all that? Where do you let go? So I got from this animal oracle deck, the Hanged Man. No. It's like freezing cold outside. I already put the door open 3 times. It just sits there and stares at this. Don't look so angry. No. I'm just gonna see how long I can ignore it. So I got the Hanged Man upside down, patience, perspective. But it's interesting because if you can look, if you can see, there's this grasshopper on the card, right? But upside down, it's the right way up, the grasshopper. Interesting. Then I have the Knight of Cups and Death reversed. Okay, I'm gonna let it go. God damn it. Why you do this to me? Go. Peanut butter. Choose. No, you don't like it? Of okay. She's staying in the snow. Sorry for that. So, Nine of Cups and Death upside down. So, I'll show you the cards. Okay, not getting anything yet. Then I have these 2 cards, which is the Three of Swands and Strength upside down. Okay, getting a little bit more. Then I have this really cool toddler card. Oh yeah, I started talking about my mug from way back, from my childhood. Interesting. And then I have the Golden Orange Dragon. Be a peaceful warrior, help those in need, remember your magnificence. Also upside down. Okay, what is... You're healing something traumatic from your childhood. Look at this again. Be peaceful warrior, help those in need, expands your life for ascension, upside down. So all these books in the air. It's interesting. Okay, so back to what I was thinking. So it's like forever you've been stuck with the same problems or the same cycles, or just being stuck in sort of situation where you're helpless or where you can't seem to take care of yourself or something. What is changing is you are I'm feeling like it's hard to explain. It's like you're finally breaking out of this helplessness, this um, okay, like it's like you've been stuck in repetitive cycles, and every time the feeling has been like I don't know what to do, or I just can't seem to get myself on track, on the rails. It's like every time this impossible situation where it seems like you need to get help from the outside, or you need to pray for a miracle or something. And the interesting thing is, I think every time it seems like the situation seems to be like you don't know how to overcome it, but the tricky thing is just keep being in that situation, not in the that something actually bad happens, or that it's sort of like then not in a bad ending, but you just seem to go from the same situation to the same situation in that position where you seem like you see troubles coming at you, or there's these walls that you can't break through, and you feeling stuck in that, or you feeling like you can't help yourself. That's the point. You can't help yourself. And I think every time you manage to get out of it, but then it's just like a deja vu feeling. Groundhog's Day, really Groundhog's Day. It's just keep going in the same, just keeps placing itself. And it's like funny because like every time it's almost like you think you're gonna, let's say you're gonna die, and then you don't die, but you keep being in that space of almost dying, like being afraid of it, or seeing it come at you and you don't know what to do, or you just can't seem to get yourself out. It's almost like you're stuck on the train rails, and the train is coming at you, and you can't seem to get off the rails or something. But then every time something happens and you're just stuck in that position, stuck on the rails with that train coming at you. Okay, I think I've explained that. You've always been in this feeling, you've always had these feelings of like, I can't seem to plan, I can't seem to build, I can't seem to progress, and you're feeling not strong enough, or not, very insecure, and in that sense, you kind of remained a child. And I think there's traumatic things behind that, or there is a pattern behind that of you kind of waiting still for some help that you never got. And it's interesting because it's like something you didn't learn in your childhood, or you never got in your childhood. And when you're an adult, or much later, even though everybody else seems to be able to grasp this, or seems to be able to take care of themselves in sort of way, you seem to every time just not be able to do that. Like you just can't see it. It's like it's very vague. I know. It's but that's what it is, because it's something you just can't put your finger on. Because if you could, like, it would be an easy solution, right? And this is hard, breaking out of this. This is really hard. This has been very hard, because it's almost like subconsciously you maybe recreate the situation. And but meanwhile, this causes a lot of stress with you, or a lot of unhappiness, or a lot of self-doubt. I feel your self-confidence or your self-worth seems to like have been damaged along the way because of this difficulty. And the thing is, it's like you're waiting for this thing to come, and it's never going to come. So you need to get yourself out of this. And I am happy to say to you that this is what's going to happen, or this is what is happening. It's like you're overcoming your fears. This is really big. It's I just keep thinking of that clown movie, that stupid clown movie from the Stephen King book. Is that called? What is it called again? It's not it, is it? Or is it it? Anyways, with the scary clown, right? And the thing with the clown is it feeds on your fears. And at the end of the film or the book, they defeat the clown by not being afraid of it. And then when the clown dies, at the end it just says fear. And then it disappears. By the way, the book is way more interesting than the films, I feel, because it's a lot more. It has nothing to do with the scary clown, right? Because in the books, by the way, that creature can take on many different forms, not just the clown. And the point is that they all live in this town where fear has run amok. People are just kind of awful, right? There's homophobia and other bad things happening. And the children, only the children can see the clown and the parents cannot. And that's sort of like the symbolic for the older people being so jaded that they I can't see anymore. Anyway, I'm going way too deep into this. It's for another time. But like fear has always paralyzed you in a way from going at it alone or something. And I feel like you've tried so many times before. And you've really tried. That's the thing. It's like you've been trying so hard to just do it right, to just get on with it, to just do it yourself. And no matter how hard you tried, you kept being like on a chain or something. And very, very heavy psychologically, this is. I don't know why I'm talking like Yoda now. Speaking like Yoda. You've been resisting this change, or you've been blocked in this change for quite a while. And you're finally going to get out of this. It's weird, like I get this card, but I can't explain. You're stopping, when what needs to go is you. Okay, this is basically the shortest advice I can give you, and I'll leave it at that, is stop overthinking things, stop. Basically, just do it. Don't think, just do. Just move on. Because I think that's where you've been going wrong in the past, is you know what to do, but then you get in your mind and you doubt yourself and anxiety takes over. So small steps that you need to take become super big. You postpone them, you procrastinate on them, or you make them much more difficult. Small problems become big problems. It's like you just can't seem to just keep going, because like in your mind it runs amok. There's this, it's failure. It's like you see yourself fail and then you do it. It's been this self-fulfilling prophecy cycle of you seeing a problem, you see the steps you need to take, and instead of just doing them, in your mind it becomes this, it paralyzes you. You've been paralyzed. And that's what's changing. It's like you're finally going to grow up from that or move on from that. And that's basically it. It's like, don't overthink this, just do. Just do. Let go of the being afraid of looking problems in the eye or facing them, and just doing what you need to do, right? Because it's like, okay, it's like, how can I say this? Let's say there's a financial problem and bills you can't pay. I can relate. And then you, instead of just calling with the people and dealing with it, because you can't see the solution, you don't do it. Because in your mind it's like, oh no, this call is like a confrontation that's just going to point me at how big the problem is and I don't know how to fix it. So you don't confront it. And that's all you really need to be doing, is just confronting it, even though it may seem hopeless, even though it may seem insurmountable. Is that the right way of using that? like you can't see the solution, or it just seems like there's nowhere to go, so you hide and wait for help or something, or for a lifeline. But you just need to do it. Just do it. Just do it. Wear a night shirt. Just do it. And this is what is changing. I feel like you're finally snapping out of this, like being paralyzed from stress, and then like digging yourself in and making it worse. And I can't really tell, because that's complicated, if it really is subconscious or just like a bad skill set or something, or a bad, maybe you have a very negative self-talk this way, or a very, if you've been taught a very pessimistic self-talk or something, like instead of encouragement or reassurance or empowerment, you get put down, or you get bullied, or you get scared. Maybe you had parents or an environment that instilled fear on you instead of encouraging you or reassuring you. They would just leave you alone with the problem while you were not capable of handling it, and somehow you get stuck in that. And it's when you get past this, later on you're going to look back and you're going to see them like, oh my god, that's all I really needed to do. And it's not as hard as I thought it would be, or it's not something impossible, but it's something you need to learn and need to teach yourself. So you need to just do it, be kind to yourself. Click on that video that I talked about in the beginning from Spirit Science, like the breath of life. Just click on it. It's really short, it's easy, and it's what you need. It's what you need. It's what you need. It's going to help you to get through the days and to get through, to face your problems. Yeah, okay. My god, group one, sorry. That was a lot. Okay, I hope this helped. And I really do, and wish you all the best. And again, don't overthink it. Don't be like mulling it over now and like, oh gosh, I guess maybe. No, just remember let it sink in. Remember the advice, and try to catch yourself when you're not looking at the problem, and just try to motivate yourself to just do it. Then say good job. Congratulate yourself, fist bump yourself, high five yourself. It really works. And don't make it too big. Like, do a couple of things per day. Don't try to do everything all at once. Just do one or two things. Be happy you did them. Small steps forward. Even though maybe you do these things and they don't lead to an immediate solution, or it may seem like, oh, now I just know, like now the problem seems bigger, or it's I still don't know what to do. Just trust me on this one. That's not the point here, and I feel like doing these small things is going to magically resolve things. Yes, okay. Because that's just where you're stuck at. It's not because like in a way you're very magical in how you create problems in your life that you can't fix, and you have to admit that. Like the loop you keep being in, it seems like. And after a couple of times, 10 times, 20 times over, I think that's where you're at. You're starting to feel like, okay, I've been here before. This is becoming ridiculous. Like, oh no, I'm scared of this. Yeah, but I was scared of that last year, and the year before that, and the year before that is. It's like a prison. It's like a prison you're in, and you need to get out of that. And it's you that needs to get out of it. You know, like break out of it. But instead, because you think like, oh, I'm in prison, I can't do it. You don't try, and that's where you go wrong. I think. Group one. Whoa, that was long. Okay. Good. Like, share, and subscribe, and hope to see you around. Leave a nice comment. I have had a lot of nice comments again, which I really appreciate. Really nice. Makes me feel good. So do not hesitate. Why is the camera not straight? Okay. Bye, group 1. All right, group 2. Hey, hello, group 2. I'm going to look at your cards one by one this time. This was before. Okay, first card, I get the Tower with the chameleon. Come, chameleon. Lease and Revelation. Nice. See the spiral in its tail? And these colors. Then I have these 2 cards from the Little Prince Tarot. I have the Chariot and the 9 of Swords. Chariot and the 9 of Swords. Okay, so that's physical stuff usually, or growth time. Then I have the Hierophant upside down and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Pyramid upside down. Okay. Can I get where this is going? Then I have this card. Oh, it's a rogue. Like rogue, but then upside down. Air and Fire Dragon expands your creative energies. Oh, is this upside down? Air and Fire Dragon. I think it was also upside down. Show me the right way up. And fire. Again, these 2 colors, like this orange and blue. Here is orange and green. Upside down. Okay. Tower. Okay, what needs to stop, what needs to go is you need to kind of, this has to do with physical stuff, health, your fitness. I think mostly health-wise here. And you not listening, you not following the advice, you not following your own instinct, you not heeding the warnings. I think you've been doing unhealthy behavior. I think it's been going on a while, and you need to stop or respect the warnings you've been given before it's too late, okay? Because it seems like you've been doing unhealthy behavior. I see here drinking, could be drinking, drugs, maybe just eating unhealthy or smoking a lot. And ignoring, kind of not respecting your physical body. You've been not listening to the advice or just science. And the interesting thing is, and this is where it needs to go, is you've been kind of painting over it with this optimism. Or this, it's like, you're like, oh, well, I know that is really bad for me and I've been doing it way too much, or I've been not been exercising and taking care of myself, and you're just like, oh, but this is going on, look at that, and oh, like, you're kind of ignoring it, and you're trying to paint over with paint a pretty picture, and you've been doing that too much. It's like you're ignoring the damage that you possibly could be doing to yourself. And the dangerous part is here, it's like you're putting on rose-colored glasses to look at your own situation and not heeding the warnings or the signs that this is really bad for you. It needs to stop. It just needs to stop. You need to get back on the right road. You've just been, it's like you've been off the road and you're walking to a wrong direction, and you're kind of just telling yourself that it's the right direction, or you're just kind of telling, oh, this is pretty here, there's nice trees and nice flowers and stuff like that, and you've been ignoring all the signs that you're off the road. basically. I keep looking at something there, not even myself, just there, and the camera's there. I'm trying to do that. You're making it look better than it is, and you need to stop ignoring. And you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, and I know this is hard to hear, this is hard to handle, but one of the consequences that this has been having is your creative energy has been blocked. It's like you've lost passion for things. You don't dance, you don't sing, you don't do the things you used to do anymore, and it's because of that. Something you're making yourself kind of depressed because there's part of yourself that you're damaging or possibly risking, and you're kind of just ignoring it. Like that part is saying like, hey, I think this might be dangerous for us, and you're just not listening to it. You're saying like, well, yeah, but look at this and this and this, and you've been feeling really bad, and this has been encouraging the bad behavior. But you need to realize that you're feeling bad because you're doing this. But I think you're stuck in this loop where you feel really bad, so you keep doing the bad behaviors like a sort of comfort to yourself, or how to keep going, or how to motivate yourself. But it actually has the opposite effect. So it's like this might be making you depressed or lethargic or just empty. And it's mostly because you're doing things that are just not right for you, or just like wrong, basically. And you need to adjust this now before it gets before it gets bad, basically. And I think that maybe because of the tower is here first, there might be a health scare, there might be bad news, there might be a moment of, oh shit, what have I done? And you feel this shame. There is this shame inside yourself, but you don't know how to handle it. You kind of feel out of control, I think, a little bit, and to keep yourself a little bit sane or whatever, you've been trying to, like, not be too hard on yourself. Look, the point is not that you shame yourself or judge yourself. Not at all, not at all. The point is that you just communicate with yourself again, okay? So keep talking to yourself. Keep saying like, okay, I want to do this, but I know it's bad. And then ask yourself, help me do this better. Help me get back control. Help me get back on the right path. Talk to yourself, really, because that's all that it's missing is the communication within yourself. And it started happening when you started going off track and you started getting these bad feelings, but then you ignored it or misinterpreted them. And then you started ignoring warning signs out of fear, like you just don't want it to be true, or you're just like, oh, you're almost scared because what have I done? And you can't face the consequences because you're already in a feeling shitty and something like that. Watch out, group 2. Watch out before it goes too far. Respect your body. Take care of yourself. And if you feel powerless or out of control, to actually stop, or do it right. Start with small things. Start with like, okay, I need to drink more water. I need to go out for a walk. I need to sleep enough. I need to eat enough. I need to and also dress yourself nice. Take care of your physicality. Brush your teeth every night. Like start by building up small things again. Start spinning back into that healthy pattern or back to where you were. and spinning out of these bad habits. You don't have to go cold turkey. You don't have to be so strong that you can suddenly fix it, because you also need to give yourself a break and also respect that the choices you've made are you made for a reason. Okay. It's not that black and white. So there was a reason, and you don't need to feel shitty or sorry or down on yourself. You just need to make a clear, how do you say that, intention of getting back on track, and then you will help yourself to do that. Okay, but first you need to recognize that I'm really messing up here. Okay, you need to just own up to it, like, and maybe there's already something that really put this in, like, in front of you, or to scare you. Okay, but don't ignore it. Say, oh damn it, I am not going the right way. I need to find a way to fix it, and get help, and talk. And first of all, talk to yourself. Okay, because I feel like really that's where you've been going wrong. Okay. Group 2, sir. That was a lot again. I hope this helps, and I hope your body's fine. Group 2, we can do it, because I also am in the same boat as you are. Like, and, painting my own story here, I think. So, okay, thank you, Group 2. And like, share, and subscribe if this resonated, and or leave some comments. That's nice. And I'll see you around, hopefully. Bye. Group 3. Okay, hello. Just gonna keep going. Get your first card. I've mixed a lot of cards together. I already told that. I have the Ace of Crystals with this nice panda bear. Sexual harassment, panda. Sorry, that's from South Park. Stupid song. Why I said that. Ace of Crystals is manifestation, prosperity. Then I have the Three of Wands and the Tower upside down. Okay, Three of Wands, Tower upside down. I hope you could see that. You can always pause the video and look at the cards better. Then I have the Moon and the Hermit. Okay. See that? And then I have, another Tower card. Look, I have 2 times the Tower upside down. Which, okay. And then I have the White Gold Dragon. Why are all these dragon cards upside down? It's annoying. Wow. White Gold Dragon from Lyra. Connect you to the highest Christ crystal. Develop your causal chakra. I still don't know what a causal chakra is. Bathe in 9th dimensional Christ light. It was upside down. Okay, Group 3. Look, what needs to go is you not taking the opportunities that are in front of you. You not taking the hands that are reaching out to you, okay? This could be a really short message. Basically, Group 3, there is an opportunity, okay? There is a path forward. You need to start envisioning it, and getting on board with it. So you see an idea, and then you need to okay, great, that sounds good, and then take steps towards that, and then try to also do that. Don't make an entire plan and a business plan and get everything out in detail, but just go for it, okay? Because these Tower cards upside down is saying that, look, you can really get yourself out of problems here if you just go for it. You need to spend time inside, or you need to just focus and get your boss on, with the Moon and the Hermit here, it means that you need to do your stuff, like don't be going out, don't be finding distractions, don't let other people distract you, but be working on these things and being proactive in it. And there will be help. It's like help is being offered to you, and you need to just follow it, and you need to be positive about it. That's what needs to change. You need to see opportunities, and you need to like, okay, yeah, I want that. Sounds good. I'm gonna try to go for that, and then go for it. Okay. And I feel like in the past you've been always holding back, doubting it, just looking at it, seeing what happens, not being mostly in your mind. I think you're very afraid of seeing it positive and hoping, having high expectations. But you need to do that and just go for it. What needs to go is all that doubt and all that hesitation, and you just waiting to see how things will turn out. Yeah, that's it. And I think if you do this, you will find that like that energy is going to be met really well, and you're going to be very surprised. But you just need to take the steps forward and focus. Like, don't procrastinate, don't hesitate, just try and see what happens. Don't think like, oh, I hope this works, or don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of being stupid or putting a lot of energy into something and then not getting nothing in return, because it's those thoughts and that attitude that has been blocking you a lot, and that has been stopping you from enjoying really good opportunities and getting the most out of it. And most of all, you're going to avert a tower moment. Okay, it's like you're going to get out of some big trouble here by just doing that. It's not as hard as you think. You just need, because this Three of Wands is not the planning card of like, okay, I need to make a vision board. It's like, see the positive, see the happy things that could come out of this, and get excited and get ready and focus on that. Like, stop focusing on what could go wrong, or that it could go flat, or that it possibly could not work out, because that's where you've been focusing on in the past and it's not been working out. Group 3. Okay, that's it. I need to go because the camera's dying and I need to charge it. That's it. Hope this helps. Like, share, and subscribe, and see you around in another video, hopefully. Bye. Hello, Group 4. Sorry, I had to charge my battery. This is my cat's butt. Did somebody watch that show Vikings? And I'm watching the spin-off show about it, and it always makes me laugh because they live in a place called Kattegat. And in Dutch, that literally means the ass of a cat, like cat's hole, Kattegat. So that makes me giggle every time. So, yeah, just some trivia there. Group 4, let's look at your cards. Okay. Is everything set up? Let's look at your first card. I have the Shadow. Oh, I've never had that card before. The Shadow. Self-empowerment, ambition, and I guess this animal is called a lynx. The Shadow. Then I have these two cards, the Eight of Cups and the Two of Wands. Eight of Cups and the Two of Wands. Sorry, these cards are hard to show. Shiny, shiny. Then I have the Sun card. Okay. Good four. King of Cups. And I have the Queen of Cups upside down. So I have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. King is right way up, Queen is upside down. Okay. And then I have the Alpha Dragon. Harness the divine masculine energy of creation. Like, I can't make this up. These cards are on fire. And so is my cat. So this is all about male energy. Come on, cat. There we go. Good cat. So, Alpha Dragon, masculine energy. As the sun here, that's also very masculine, because you know the sun is masculine, the moon is feminine, you could say. The shadow, self-empowerment. Two of Wands is also about being... Wait, I'm looking at it, with Two of Wands with Eight of Cups. You can see that being guarded, by being more reserved. Standing in your truth, that's what I'm getting. You're standing in your truth, not explaining yourself, not reacting or reacting. Look, basic info. The female energy is everything, right? And the masculine energy is what puts it into motion. My hair is not good, okay. So you need to just take action, group 4. I think you're feeling very unempowered, very maybe insecure, and maybe just not, you know, like your best confident, sexy, proud self. Why is my hair doing this? Sorry. You've been lacking that, and what needs to change, or what it's just how can I say that? Just doing it again. It's like same as group 2, I think. Look, the King of Cups is, because you have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups here, right? And the difference is the Queen of Cups is, she is open. She's listening. Oh God, this cat again, every time. God damn it. Go, play the snow. Sorry, she's been annoying this video. She's also female. And the Queen of Cups, she's very in tune with her emotions, listening to it, processing it. She's in this passive stance. And the King of Cups, the difference is he just knows who he is. He doesn't explain himself. He's not so much concerned about being understood or understanding or empathizing, sympathizing, you know, those are all good qualities to have, but I think probably you've been too much into those aspects. You need to stand up for yourself, stand up for yourself, and be your truth, not per se speak your truth and explain yourself, just be it. Know who you are, no excuses. Speak up when you feel like you want to say something. Oh, I saw this quote before today, or something like that. You know, be yourself. Don't be so concerned with the group, with the herd, with the community. Stand alone and be strong in that. Something like that. Something like that is in these cards. So what needs to change? What needs to go? What needs to go is you being so passive in, or being so locked in again, I feel. Something like that. Look, these cards show the beautiful difference. This card we would say could be the Queen of Cups. She's very in her emotions, thinking things over, listening to her, like what she feel about that. I don't know. She sits still and is receptive. And this Two of Wands is just like, you know where you need to go. Now focus on going there. Don't look sideways. Don't look at these cups. Just keep going. Acknowledge them. It doesn't mean you need to stop using that female energy, so to speak. Look, same again. Look, you have this alpha dragon and then this lynx sitting proudly on her throne, not apologizing, not explaining herself. She knows who she is, and he's holding the mighty banana, if you know what I mean. Gaan met die banaan. It's also Dutch for, that means go with that banana, which is an expression just do it. Um, Go for it. Go for it. Something like that. Go for it. And let yourself be seen more. I feel like you're hiding. You're hiding parts of yourself. Or and okay, for this group, I'm getting that this is not something that has been always plaguing you. I feel like you are strong in this masculine energy. You have been very strong. This is something that actually you feel very good with. That is actually, this comes naturally to you. But somehow, the recent period or the last years, months, you've lost it. Something shifted. And I feel like you've been pondering that, like, I want my confidence back, like what's happened to me, like it's almost like you're not you don't feel strong anymore in that regard, or powerful. You don't feel powerful, and you've been just crawling back on that part of you that actually was there very naturally. And I think some things happened along the way that made you scared, or that made you think like, oh, I think somehow you got it in your head, or you got it misinterpreted, that your masculine energy was maybe the problem, that you were maybe arrogant in that, or too proud, or too stubborn, and maybe things didn't go right, and you got kind of, you started doubting it, and I think you made the wrong connections here and there. And I think it's actually the opposite. I think that was not the problem. The problem was that you became unsure. So you were just more like, okay, maybe I've been wrong. Maybe I need to change things. Maybe I've been too bold, or too, like a know-it-all, and somehow you felt sort of punished or put in your place for something. So you held back, and it's like you let's say you're playing a game. Let's say you're playing a football game, or soccer, or a basketball game, and you're there on the field and you're doing it, and you're actually really good, but somehow your things are not going right. You're maybe losing games, or you're maybe not, you're missing goals. And so you started doubting yourself, and you put yourself on the sidelines looking at the games, like, okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong, maybe I've been too full of myself, right? So you took yourself off you're looking at the game now, and you're like, okay, maybe I need to learn, maybe I don't need to, and it's like you're hesitant to go back on the field, or you were hesitant to go back on the field, because you're like, oh well, like, I don't know, your masculine energy somehow got hurt or scared. Or something I once learned that still seems to be true. In general, if you want to look at the dichotomy of genders, masculine and male, women in general are most afraid of being hurt, physical pain, being, being attacked or something, or being in danger. Men are most afraid of shame, of looking ridiculous, of getting mocked at. And the more I look at that statement, the more it seems to be true. And I think the masculine part of you, it's just starting doubting yourself. And you just need to remember, this is one of those things where remember who you are. This needs to change. You need to become back the old you, you need that confidence back, and you need to just realize that was never the problem. That was never the problem. You're allowed to be confident and proud and self-assured, and stand there with your chest forward, and still make mistakes, and still F up, and still like have things go wrong, okay? And it's okay to once in a while take a step back and say like, oh, maybe I, because it needs a balance, right? It's not about one or the other. It needs to be in balance, but somehow your masculine side gets pushed way back, and you get locked into this person or this vibe that is just not you. You know, you're both. You're both. It's not saying like you're masculine or female. It's saying that your confidence took a hit, okay, and you need to snap out of it. Snap out of it. And remember your worth, remember your value, and not be so afraid of yourself, or not be so afraid of making mistakes, or not be so afraid of looking stupid, or feeling. I think this is something that it goes back from when you were young somehow. Like you are more afraid of putting a step forward or being sure of yourself and then being wrong, instead of not taking a chance. And those that maybe comes from voices around you that when things would go wrong, they would say like, "Oh, look at you now, huh? Like, who's the big man now? Like, look how tough you are now, right? You look stupid now." You know, that would talking to you like that. That would make you feel ashamed or try to make you feel ridiculous for even trying it or for standing there. And that's wrong. That's wrong. I think that's I almost feel like this image of a dog that was beaten and that still has this reaction of like he's happy, and then when somebody moves too sudden or raises his hand, it just becomes afraid and completely cowers in, you know, like and gets tails between his legs and is afraid. That's not who that dog is. Okay, remember that image. Like remember that image of this very scared dog. It's like tries to be low and not look at you. That's not who that dog really is, right? The dog is happy and unafraid and wagging its tail and just being there, excited, enthusiastic, happy to be there. That's who you are. Okay, and that's what you need to. Okay, you just need to hear this. You just need to know that you're. I think you did this yourself. It's like you shifted back. It's like, oh no! I need to take back that energy. You're so afraid of your own fire. You're so afraid of just doing it. You're so 99%, and that hesitation, that fear is what is actually the disruptor of that male energy, very much so, because that energy is like, move forward, make it happen. This is the plan. I'm gonna like the female energy, sorry, sees the plan and is the architect, and the man goes and builds it, right? And he just like, you get me. Sorry, I feel like I want to explain the same thing over and over again, and that's becoming not so interesting. Group four. So that's what needs to change. I'm gonna look at these cards again because they're so amazing. The imagery here. I can't believe we got this King of Cups, and then this Alpha male, and then this Sun. The sun shines bright, boldly, right? It's like. It doesn't wonder like if it's shining too bright or if it's doing anything wrong. That's kind of the energy you need to get back into. Don't go all the way there, because machismo, men who are overly confident and who actually are arrogant and maybe like narcissistic traits or whatever, or really macho who overcompensate, are actually, they feel weak in that male energy. So they feel like they have to bluff it almost, right? When you really are confident in this, you don't mind doubting yourself. You don't mind maybe being wrong or messing up, right? You have nothing to prove. And when things go wrong or people like talking to you, you listen, but you don't doubt yourself so much, right? Oh God, I hope I explained this right. Getting all excited. Yeah, I think we got there. I also lost the track of my story there. Oops. So, group 4, that was it. I hope that makes sense and resonated, as we say. And I hope to see you around in another video. That would be nice. Oh yeah, I got this one card here that was always open. Opposite to higher learning, understanding. Yeah, okay, one final note. You don't need to go back to the books. You don't need to study, like, as an example, right? You don't need to per se study more, or you don't need to think things through again really harshly. No, you just kind of need to do it. You know enough, you are enough, you know what you want, you have the skills, you have the fire. Just go for it. This is not a time to like scale back, go back to the drawing board, rethink your plans, think about who you are, like who am I, where am I going. Don't sing that Mulan song right now, like, you know, like who is that girl I see staring. No, it's like, that's not you. You know who you are. Just stop holding yourself back. Yes. Group 4, thank you very much for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. I think I said that already. And I hope to see you around in another video, please. And always nice if people leave nice comments. I've been getting a lot of nice comments. And that's nice. Makes me feel good. And really helps me, because like I'll often get also with this, like get low and get lose the fire, and then I'll see a nice comment, and then it's just like a reminder. It's like, yeah, come on, like you're doing good. And it's almost like I get some encouragement, and then that fizzles into this sea of doubt and yeah, 99%ing it instead of just like balls to the walling it, if you know what I mean. Yeah, good luck, group 4. I hope you get your alpha dragon power on. Let's look at that mighty banana again. Gaan met die banaan. Bye, group 4. See you around.